Oh, no. Shh. Don't scream. Don't be afraid. You don't have to be afraid. Please don't be afraid. I know it must be startling to wake up and find someone in your room, but I need you to listen to me. I need you to just listen. Listen to my voice. You know my voice. And you know that you're safe with me. You're always safe with me. You have always been safe with me. Oh, my name, I've had many names over the centuries, but you always end up calling me Dreamy. Whether you start or end there, you always call me Dreamy. Even when you don't remember and when everyone else calls me by another name, somehow that's the nickname that always finds its way to your lips. I came through your window tonight. You left it open. You always do that. You never remember why, I don't think, but I think some part of you deep inside knows that I'm coming. I think you've been waiting. I can feel your heart racing, my love. I can hear every beat. I can smell the adrenaline in your blood. But notice how you're not running away. You notice how you're not scrambling to get away. You're not terrified, even though you just woke up with a complete stranger in your room, so far as you know. Notice how something inside you recognizes me. Your mind struggles to understand, but your heart knows, your soul knows me. You're wondering if you're dreaming, aren't you? You've done that before, and I can see it in your eyes. Those beautiful eyes. Those are the same beautiful eyes that have looked on me with love in life after life after life. And no, it's not a dream. My sweet, darling cupcake. This is as real as the moonlight on your skin. It is as real as the breath in your lungs. May I come closer? I've been watching from the shadows for so long tonight. Been just drinking in the sight of you sleeping. You looked so peaceful. You look so serene when you sleep. Did you know that? Like the worries of this world just melt away from your features. Here. Just a little closer. There we are. I can see you better now. My beloved. You are exactly as I remember. And yet, different. You always are. This face, these hands, the body, they're all new, aren't they? But your soul shines through. Exactly the same. Every time. I know. I know that you want to ask more. I can see those questions in your eyes. Yes. I am very immortal. I was once mortal like you, but that was a very long time ago. 347 years now. I am what you might call a vampire. Oh, no. Oh, there you go. I see that fear flicker across your face, but then it doesn't stay, does it? Notice how something deeper tells you that you know me. That you've always known me. I want you to trust that feeling, darling. That is the only truth that matters. You are not just anyone who happened to leave their window open on this lovely evening. You are the reincarnation of my forever lost love. You are the soul I've searched for, I've waited for, I've treasured through century after century. We found each other again. We always do. I know it sounds impossible. I know that your mind is racing. I know that your thoughts want to make sense of it, to argue with it, to be skeptical, to try to fight the feeling and find explanations, but deep down, you know. Like in that place where you first begin to dream and your memories blur into fantasy at night, you feel it too, don't you? That sense of recognition, that feeling that you've been waiting for someone. Someone you couldn't quite picture, but someone whose absence left an ache in your chest. Do you feel it? Do you feel the pull of your heart calling to mine? All right. Let me tell you our story. Think of it as a bedtime story, if you have to. I'll tell you the first time we met. It was 1677. Are you ready for this? You were a merchant's daughter. Well, you couldn't spend every lifetime as you are. I was not yet what I am now. But I was also no longer immortal either. I'd been turned only a decade earlier. I was still learning how to navigate through this new existence with this endless hunger. I came to your village during a terrible winter, and the snow was so deep it reached the windows of the cottages. The cold was bitter. It could freeze tears on the cheeks. I was hunting. Not humans. I'd learned to feed on animals by then, but I was looking for shelter. And you found me, collapsed in your father's stable. I should have been dead from the exposure, but of course, I couldn't die like that. You thought that I was just a traveler overcome by the cold, and you brought me into your home. gave me warmth. You tended to me. It's just such gentle hands. Your name is Anya, then? Anya with hair like spun gold and eyes the color of the spring sky. You nursed me back. Well, to what you thought was health. Never knowing that what you were caring for was something that was no longer quite human. And we fell in love. Of course, how could we not? Your soul called to mine across every barrier, across species, across the veil between life and death. For 3 beautiful months, we loved in secret. You would meet me in the woods after dark. You never questioned why I could only see you at night. I think you chalked it up to the taboo nature of our relationship at the time. But then spring came, and with it, the truth I could no longer hide. As the days grew longer, I saw you less and less. I finally told you what I was. I finally showed you my true nature. You were afraid at first, of course, but that fearing your eyes cut through me. Broke my heart. At first, and then you said something, I will never forget. All these centuries later, you said, if you are a monster, then you are my monster. And I love you still. I offered you immortality that day. I always do. The gift of forever, so that we could love forever without the specter of death hanging over us. But you said that you feared for your soul. That you couldn't risk eternal damnation even for love. We only had 3 years that time. Fever took you in the summer of 1680. I held your hand as you passed and watched the light fade from those beautiful eyes and felt a piece of my heart turn to ash. I listened to your last heartbeat. And I cursed the life I had that would not end, that left me without you. Because I didn't know then. I didn't know that souls are eternal, and that yours called to mine again and again. At 23 years later, we were in London. You were you were a dressmaker with dark hair and the same gentle hands. We found each other in a bookshop, of all places, and the moment our eyes met, it was the same story, and the same love, and the same recognition, and the same beautiful months together. The same ending. You refused my gift again. Died of consumption at 31. Left me to wander alone until I found you the next time. Paris, 1798. You were a baker's assistant. Madrid, 1834. You were a painter with ink-stained hands. And then New York, 1889. You were a teacher who loved poetry. Boston, 1923. You were a jazz singer with this voice like honey and smoke. Each time it was the same pattern. We meet, we fall in love, you refuse immortality, you die. And I endure. I endure watching you wither and fade. I endure holding your hand as you slip away. I endure promising to find you again in the next life. And I endure the time in between when I wait to find you again. Do you have any idea what that's like? To love someone with every fiber of your being and watch them die again and again, and to know that I could save you, I could give you forever, but you choose mortality every single time. But I never blame you. I never did blame you. How could I? Your fear is understandable. Your soul is so precious. And the choice to risk it is not something to take lightly. But I think this time feels different. Do you know how long I've been watching you in this incarnation? It's been 2 years. 2 years I've held off. 2 years I've been observing this life of yours. Learning your patterns. I do. Every time I watch you first. To know how to approach you without frightening you, to know how to approach you so that I'm not going to step off on the wrong foot, because it would kill me to miss another lifetime with you. And this time, as I've watched you, I've watched your loneliness. I've watched your struggles. This time you're a bit adrift, aren't you? I can see you questioning everything you used to believe in. I've seen you standing in empty churches and searching for something that isn't there. I've watched you walk alone at night, looking up to the stars as if hoping that they might give you answers. You have been having those dreams again, haven't you, as well? Dreams of places that you've never been, of a love that feels just out of reach. You've been so lonely in this life, my darling. You've been more lonely than you've ever been before. Your faith is cracked, isn't it? Not broken, but so filled with doubt. I see you questioning what comes after, whether there's anything at all waiting beyond death. This is why I believe, no. This is why I'm certain that this time will be different. This time, I think when I offer you forever, you'll say yes. Can you feel that? I hear it. That fluttering your chest when I speak of eternity. You're not as afraid as you've been before. You're curious. Intrigued, even. Imagine it. Beloved, imagine never having to say goodbye again. Imagine having all the time in the world to love each other. To explore this existence together. We could travel to every corner of the earth, see every sunset and sunrise, read every book ever written. We could learn languages that have been forgotten. We could walk through civilizations as they rise and fall. We can watch stars change position in the sky over the course of centuries. We could love without that constant ache of knowing that our time is limited. I could show you wonders, my darling. The aurora borealis is seen from the mountains of Norway, temples hidden in jungles that were old when Rome was young. I could teach you to hear the music that plays in the space between the heartbeats, to see the colors that human eyes can barely perceive, and the love, the love that we would share. Passion that doesn't dim with years, but grows stronger, deeper, more complete. I would worship you for centuries. Learn every secret of your body and soul. I would love you in ways no mortal could ever dream of. No more loneliness, beloved. No more searching for something that you can't name. No more lying awake at night feeling like there's something missing. I am what's missing. I am what you've been searching for. And your soul, darling, what if everything you've been taught is wrong? What if the divine doesn't condemn love? Even love like ours? What if eternity with me isn't damnation, but salvation? I've walked this earth for over 3 centuries, and in all that time, I've never encountered anything that suggests our love is wrong. If anything, the fact that we still find each other again and again feels like blessing. Like proof that there is some force in this universe that wants us to be together. You're thinking about it. I can see it in your eyes. For the first time across all these lifetimes, you're actually considering it. I know the fear is still there, but it's not stronger than the longing anymore, is it now? You want to know what the kiss would feel like, don't you? I understand that. You have asked before if it hurts. If there's pain in the transformation. There's a sort of dizziness, a sort of being plunged from reality. There's a moment of cold, like diving deep into water, and then just warmth. Warmth and power, and a sense of finally coming home. Your heartbeat slows, but it wouldn't die. Not really. You become something more. You become stronger, faster. Your body becomes more efficient. You're able to see and hear and feel things that you never imagined. And we would be connected. We would be connected in a way that goes beyond anything mortals can experience. I can feel you wavering. I know part of you wants to say yes right now. Part of you is tired of being afraid. Tired of being alone. Tired of feeling incomplete. But I know you're still scared. I know you're still uncertain. That's all right. I've waited this long. I can wait a little longer. I'm not going to ask you to decide tonight. That wouldn't be fair. I get that. This is too important. This is too life-changing to rush. But I want you to know I'm not leaving. I'm staying close. You will see me again. If not when you're awake, then at least in your dreams, and you will feel my presence. You will feel my love wrapping around you, like a warm cloak on cold nights. Because I have been here, and I'm going to stay here. And now that you're aware of me, you'll notice it. Because this is our time, my love. I can feel it in my bones, in the very marrow of my being. This time, this incarnation, this life, this is when you're going to finally choose me. You're going to choose us. You're going to choose forever. But you have your whole life ahead of you. You have decades to think about what I've offered. And I have nothing but time. But know this, darling. The choice has already been made. Deep down in that place where your soul recognizes mine, you already know how this story ends. You've always known. Alright, so I'm back off out of the window, and you are back to bed. Sweet dreams, beloved. When you wake in the morning, you may wonder if this was all a dream. But you will know, won't you? You'll know by the way your heart calls out for something, for someone just beyond reach. And I will be there. I will be watching. And I will be waiting. And when you're ready, when you're finally ready to admit to yourself that life without me is no life at all for you, then I will be there. Until then, my love. until forever. You sleep well. And dream of me. Dream of eternity. Hey there, cupcakes. I hope you're all having a wonderful week. Thank you all so very much for your patience and your support. I know that the videos have not been coming out as fast as they used to. I thought I was going to get 2 out or 3 out this week. Let's face it, I really thought I was going to get 2 out this week. I finished 1.5. I got sidetracked by making pretty animations, but I did learn how to make prettier animations. I'm very excited about the prettier animations, and I think this is going to be a good thing. I keep thinking I'll be able to do it faster. That hasn't happened yet, but fingers crossed this time I will actually be able to get it out faster. Anyway, the Runaway Werewolf story is coming back. I just put her on hold for a little bit to get this little story out quickly, and I also got sidetracked by recording my first few scenes for the movie that we did the Kickstarter for a few weeks ago. And if you have not seen that Kickstarter, I'll link to it below. I'm pretty sure you can still get in on that and support. We hit our goal like within half an hour. It was crazy. So thank you all to everybody who supported that. That was so amazing. It blows my mind. You guys are so wonderful. But there are also some really good perks. So if you want to go check them out, you can still get in on that, I think. Oh, I don't know if you guys could hear that flap, flap, flap. I have a pet dove who decided to come visit. His name is Cupcake. Anyway, so you also want to, if you're a channel member or a patron of mine, you'll want to check out the community tab because we do have some events coming up for you, and I'm very excited to see you, to be able to hang out with you, to chat with you. Please shush, Cupcake, I love you, but shush, 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 shush right now. So maybe having animals in my office isn't the best idea, but I'm not mad about it. Anyway, thank you all so much for all your time and your support. Thank you for your support while I've been working on getting more quality content. And also, frankly, let's face it, for months now, I've been dealing with more than months. I've been dealing with a little like health issue that has slowed me down some. And your support has made the world of difference in my being able to continue to do this. And I am so very grateful. So thank you. As my newest patrons, you guys, it's so very nice to meet you, Mr. Murado and Nick and Shizik77, and also my Baker and Pound Cake tier level supporters on Patreon. There's C and Auntie Susie and Pack3424 and Deanster and Charles Tribble Wheaton and Luke Curator, Gunner's Mage, Mushan, the Wholesome Storyteller, William Gungrave, Barry Wilburn, Esteed, SLE Photo, Harper Evolution, Arc Redemption, Wolf9004, Malicilo, Lou, Bunny, Mirrell, Mr. Rickles, Darth Mythos, Red Death 48, Always Able, Old Bean UK, Kalua Bear, The Swaggy Llama, Artlow, Pierce Tailish, and Christian Cleopatra, and also the sweetlings who have been in my throne and given me little gifts that make me just so happy to go to my P.O. box. Oh. Markers and trinkets and toys. And thank you so very much, Christian Cleopatra and Anonymous. You've been so kind to me. I hope that you will all be as good to yourselves as you are to me, and I will talk to you again soon. You take care.